Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hilltoppers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Chippewas offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Getting a little fancy with a give to the wide receiver here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back to the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's West. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Chippewas with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Hart. Breaks the tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job of winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hilltoppers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure
no more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
The Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. Oh, he's getting a touchdown, Hilltopper. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern...
Turning on the Jets. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Busts through behind his pad. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looking to pass, it's Lavis. Grab near the marker, it's Davis. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Chippewas moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Punt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hart. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner will be dragged down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Labus. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
And the Chippewas will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this.
Wide open spaces. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Hilltoppers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third down, going up top. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Townsend. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Hand off to the fullback. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Irons on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a gap. It's hard. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. So much for the wet ball drill. Couldn't hang on to it and muffed it.
Kicking team.
Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Across the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I'm going to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Chippewas can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Caught in the backfield, it's West. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Finds his man. It's Henry. Oh, out of space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Chippewas want to move quickly.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Dropping back, it's Lavis. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Holds it in, the first down and more. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown, Chips. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Safe completion on the screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that